Yes, this is Professor Bennett-Bell, and we're going to go over sets, unions, and intersections. Let's start off with the intersection. The intersection of sets A and B are symbolized by what's right here, A and B, and is the set containing all the elements that are in common to both sets. So the intersection is referring to what's in common in both sets. So you'll see right here, that's the overlapping in the Venn diagram. That's what the intersection is referring to. So let's start. I have a little example down here. Set A, that's the fruit voted number 1 by males. Set B refers to the fruit voted number 1 by females. So we need to look at what fruits we have in all. Every single element that's listed here is referred to as the universe. The universe is what's in A, B, intersection, union, and outside of that. So we have apples, and we have oranges, we have pineapples, limes. We have, what else do we have? So let's go ahead and list all of these. And once it's on here once in a universe, you don't have to list it again. Okay. So we have apples, we have oranges, pineapples, limes, lemons. We need pears. We need peaches. We already have lemons. We need strawberries. We have apples already, and we need grapes. So the universe includes all of the elements. Now, let's just list what's in set A. Set A literally are the apple, oranges, pineapple, limes, and lemons. Let's list what's in set B. And we're also missing the lemons, apples, so we have pears, peaches, lemons, strawberries, apples, and grapes. So now we just want to look at a couple more things. Let's look at now the intersection. What elements are in A and B? Okay, so we have apples, we have apples down here. So apples are in both. And what else are in both? Lemons. Do you see anything else that's in common? So we have apples and lemons. Now, let's look at the other symbols that we have up here. So this is referring to what's not an A. So we know apples, oranges, pineapples, limes, and lemons are in A. What's not in A? You can look at the universe to see what's not in A. Okay, so we know that apples are in A, oranges are in A, pineapples are in A, limes are in A, lemons are in A, but pears are not in A, peaches are not in A, strawberries are not in A, and grapes are not in A. Now let's look at what's not in B. So first we need to see what is in B. Pears are in B, peaches, strawberries, grapes, lemons, apples. Okay, so we know that oranges are not in B, pineapples are not in B. Are there any other fruits that are not in B? Take a good look. Limes are not in B. Anything else? So we know that that's not in B. I'm recording right now. Okay, so therefore, we have that all together. So if we had the Venn diagram, these are the sides that would be out. So A not would be this white part over here, and B not would be this part over here. And the intersection would be in the middle. So now we are looking at A and B not. So what's not in the intersection of A and B? First off, what is in the intersection of A and B? We know that apples and lemons intersect. They are in common. Everything else is not in common. So if you look at the universe, we can take out the apples and lemons. And this now reveals not A and B, what's not in the intersection of A and B. So that is intersection. Let's go ahead to the union. unions refer to or. So this is either. The union of a set A and set B symbolizes by A, and we call it union B, A or B, is a set containing all the elements that are members of the set A or of set B, or of both sets. We're using the same exact example with set A representing the fruit voted number 1 by males and set B representing the fruit voted number 1 by females. So, as we know from previous example, the union refers to all of the elements okay, and we know that A represents the apples, oranges, pineapples, lemons. This is like a good exercise to just get familiar with this. Then you have to look at what's not in A. So apple, oranges, pineapple, lime, lemons are in A. Therefore, what's not in A? We know that pears are not in A. Peaches. Strawberries. Grapes. Just like up there. Now what's in B? And what's not in B? We can just bring this down from before. And now we're not looking at the intersection, we're looking at the union. Okay? So what is in A or B? Literally, what is in A or B? We have apples, oranges, pineapples, limes, lemons, pears, peaches, lemons, strawberries, apple, grapes. What is in either of these? Yes, you list all that apply.